Okay. We are live. What the hell is that? Alright, I'm not messing with that right now. I don't know what it is. Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Another Ministry of Compliance game. Does anybody remember what happened last game?
We won.
Shit, good
That
game,
was
everybody.
2 games ago, Casey. That was 2 games ago.
We shook the stick at more people,
We did do that,
and they came back as not people.
and we interrupted a father-daughter dispute.
Oh,
I guess
well,
we
didn't,
prompted and then interrupted a father-daughter dispute,
and then left in the middle of it.
and then left in the middle.
But both father and daughter are not demons, right?
Yeah, that they are on our short list of people in MILLWATER who are not demons.
But the mumsy
People-
is.
People
The
who
mumsy is. The pastor also. Pastor Robbie also is.
Have we talked to?
Patriarch. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, we did. Never mind.
MILLWATER.
What about the sheriff? Did we do the sheriff?
You did
I
not
don't
do the
think-
sheriff, but you have done Twig.
We did
We
Twig.
did Twig.
And Twig is not.
was
And
cool.
one of the most important parts of last game, we
Instead of-
recruited Twig to join the ministry.
Yes.
Right?
Instead of a list of demons in the town, we should just list the ones that are not demons.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh, good.
I've got my list is people in town who are not demons.
Look at
I
Yvonne
could-
doing his job for once.
Yeah.
What is the name? Ministry? There we go. Ministry of Compliance. I knew I titled this something sensible, but for the life of me, I couldn't find it.
For the life of you.
No, it was Ministry. God.
I don't remember anything else. I'm gonna
Let's
travel to
see.
MILLWATER because I can.
And I think that the only other thing that happened is at the end of the game, a crowd was gathering around the sheriff's office again, and he was doing a really shitty job of dispersing it.
That's right.
I thought we sufficiently ignored that because it's not our job, probably.
Well, that's just where we ended it.
Okay.
I don't remember what we were going to do.
Yeah, I feel like we were on our way somewhere.
Anybody remember?
On our
Oh,
way.
were we gonna go check the elf lady? The coroner?
Oh, that's right. Because we had gotten a good night's sleep, and Justice had memorized detect good and evil, which is like what this thing does, but like times 100, because it lasts for 10 minutes, so she can like
I do
get
that.
a full scope. Yeah, you had a whole conversation
That'd be
about
on
how
my thing.
I don't know what thing. Your character
I
sheet?
don't
It's on there somewhere.
Let
Yeah.
me look. I vaguely
It
remember.
is not listed as a
discussing it.
first level spell you have, but it is a first level spell you have. The weird thing about cleric spells is you have I think you
it's
know them
not-
all, so it is not
Ah.
listed on your character sheet presently.
But
But
I'm
I
gonna.
will.
Yeah, and you have a lot of spells memorized. You might actually have too many spells memorized.
Probably some of them are like domain spells and stuff. I'm guessing.
That's fair. You can choose a number of cleric spells equal your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level. So actually, she probably has just as many as she. Yeah, got a shit ton of cleric spells. But yeah, you just have to. I can drag and drop detect good and evil into your spell book.
My hero.
That's the Justice's mom as well.
What'd you say about Justice?
What'd you say about my mama?
Who would detect good and evil on her mom?
Well, let's hope that bridge doesn't get crossed today, because I don't know if we can revamp the whole session to console Justice. The
You
magic
already
isn't
know that.
working
You already
anymore.
know the
The magic
answer.
says my mother is evil.
Right.
That must be the doppelganger. Kill it.
No, if it
Ooh.
comes back good,
Getting
we know
fucking
it's
dark.
doppelganger.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I don't remember what you guys were actually planning on doing this day. Like,
Jingle bells.
I think part of it was
Detect good and
honestly
evil.
detect good and evil and going and meeting with the coroner briefly, just like doing the rounds and figuring out what's the short list of people that we remotely trust.
Letting me take over for Yvonne and his jingle bells, because I can do it better.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so all domain spells you don't have to prepare because they're always prepared.
you're right.
Like, what's the ultimate goal? Are we trying to purge this entire town of demons now?
We're trying
we
to get
just
to the
drop-
bottom of what the hell the deal is with the demons now.
Okay.
We think it has something to do with the fact that a demon lord was previously slain, to our knowledge, here.
What about the old lady and the guy that admitted to opening up a portal? Should we go check them too?
Didn't we already check them and neither of them are demons? I believe we did. That was how we found out Twigs wasn't. It was the same room, all three of them. I might be wrong. I might be
I don't
misremembering that.
remember I thought you asked them if they were demons.
Oh yeah, in the zone of
Oh,
truth.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't use the stick on them, but
That's
you did
right, we
But
ask
they
them in the
didn't.
zone.
But she wouldn't answer. She evaded the question, if I recall, or
That's
said something
right.
odd like "not to my knowledge." Or...
Yeah, something like that.
So that begs the question, do the rest of the demons know that they're demons? We should just capture a random person.
Snatch up a demon.
Maybe we
Start
don't just
black bagging people.
black bag. Yeah.
Hey, we are
Lawful, maybe we're lawful. What's the law say? Are we allowed to do it? That's lawful.
I don't.
Yeah, but I am also
Send a magic,
good.
send a magic letter. See if we can freaking just black bag somebody, so we can find out if they know that they're. It's for the common good. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's legal. I'm pretty sure. We've done it before in the guard, so
Shoulder
It-
Angel
yeah.
says it's not very nice though, and the other Shoulder Angel says that, but it could be helpful, but also it's not very nice.
Well, here's the thing about. I know there's no politics in D&D, but here's the thing about being the law. You don't do it. You don't get in it to be nice.
Yeah, well, some of us have a moral compass as well.
Wow.
what's that? What's the
Let the law. We let the
moral?
law dictate moral compass.
It's an eel. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go check on my youngest child. I'll be right back.
Just saying, if they know they're demons, I think our course of action is different than if they don't know they're demons.
Oh god, I forgot. Dagatha, is that her name?
Hmm.
Dagatha Dubois. Is that right?
That's correct.
I thought you were keeping a list of not demons.
I've decided to expand it to be both demons and not demons in case
Oh,
there's
so we
a
don't have
moment
to
where I'm like,
retest the same
did
person.
we test this person?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm expanding the list.
Way to
Um,
be thorough. I respect it.
Carter Dubois, and then her name is.
Well, we also gotta find the brother, the Martin.
Oh, he'll probably find us. Ava Dubois. If he's still around, there's a score to settle, so I'm sure. Come around. Bailiff Twig.
Good old
Okay.
Mr.
Good old Twig. Former Bailiff Twig.
Not paid enough twig.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. People who I don't want to check, but who probably we will also have run-ins with in the near-ish future. Myrna Reeds. Wonderful. Wonderful. Looking forward to that.
just gonna stall until Casey gets back.
That is fine.
All right, so we were headed to the coroner first, right?
Yep, that's the plan. I mean, we don't know that the other members of the Martins family are, but like, let's just be real. If the patriarch is, guess what? The others are fucking too. So.
That's right. She lives in the swath. Okay. Okay. So
She
yeah.
does.
Uh,
Down here-ish. I
yeah,
think.
that is correct. So, as you're leaving the inn, to reiterate, yeah, there's like an ugly-looking crowd gathering, and Sheriff Bones is, as we already mentioned, doing a really piss-poor job of calming everybody down. It's a crowd that's looking to turn ugly in the near future. A lot of people basically throwing accusations and angry questions at the sheriff, who has no answers for them. And you guys fuck off south.
Sheriff's problem. Not our jurisdiction.
Not my monkeys, not my circus. All right.
Is this to scale? No.
No, it is not. I didn't realize that I could scale
Is
things.
this to scale? Oh.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to kill Al really quick.
Yeah, Al's dead because Al gets thrown 11 feet.
I mean,
he doesn't take any damage from that.
I mean, I have a map in my game too, and I mean, it was pretty easy just to set up a to scale thing. I mean,
Casey, shut up. We're never going to level up if you do this.
Casey, the difference is that my map is awesome and your map sucks. Okay. So,
that's fair. That's fair.
that's not fair at all. It's not even true. Okay. So, you guys head back to the swath. Little neighborhood located outside the walls of Millwater. Kind of a jumbled heap of buildings and tenements. And you reach Coroner Eloquin's apartment once again.
I knock because I'm the big guy, and then I step aside.
All right. The door opens a crack just enough for the chain to like snap open a little bit. You see her
What
glaring
time
out
of
the
day is it?
door. It's
It's like
mid-morning.
afternoon or something, right?
Morning-ish.
I will speak in Elvish. That there's an important matter that we should discuss.
Okay, Justice, you don't detect anything. Actually, that's not true.
He's Faye.
Hold on a
Could
second.
be.
Could be.
She's not
Could
Fae.
be some undead too.
Also possible.
Also possible, but
It's a vampire.
that would be cool. But no, she's not.
I mean, the coroner, empire.
So you don't detect anything from her, but you're getting vague signs from around you in the tenement.
Lock
She was new to
that away.
the town, right?
From what you understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Walk toward the vibes.
In the courtyard, you see a bunch of kids playing with like a hoop and a stick, and they're all lighting up.
They feel super demony. Okay.
The coroner closes the door. You hear the rattle of chains. It opens again. She looks tired. She's got a cup of tea, and she leaves the door open and walks into the house. Sorry, I didn't catch that, Kyle.
I think he's saying we're going to walk in after her.
Okay.
Did I get it right, Kyle?
I will.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
me.
Okay.
She doesn't like the rest. She doesn't like the rest of you.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're not just going to stand outside, though. That's awkward.
In the rain.
Yeah, but I closed the door. I closed the door in front of you.
Wow.
Wow. Savage.
Well, then
Well,
don't
I
have
guess
to
he's
tell
got
you
this
if
under
he's-
control. Let's go back to.
Split the party. See how you feel like it.
That's right.
I don't care if you guys split the party. Let's go.
He doesn't like the rest of you. I'm just trying to do what's best for this conversation.
Well, I will share the information with the people who didn't just slam the door in my face. That she's not demony, but the kiddos probably are.
Oh, do we need to kill him?
No, we don't need to kill him. We still haven't gotten to the bottom of it.
Oh.
All right, Kyle. The coroner's. You enter and you close the door behind you, and the coroner's just standing there, like glaring at you. She's wearing a bathrobe. She's got kobold slippers on.
I will explain the whole demon situation.
That's a lot to just one sentence.
Dude, she's rad. She's fine with it. Well, not fine with it, but she understands.
All right, she takes a sip of her tea. She says, "Yeah, I know."
No. Well, it was new to us. I figured you were new to this area. And I wanted to inform the people who theoretically could be in danger. But if you're fine with it, then you're fine with it.
I mean, there's some good questions to follow that up,
Yeah,
but I'm not there.
seriously.
She's just kind of like staring at you expectantly, like kind of like.
How long have you known?
Few months.
Was it something that you knew, like, relatively soon after coming here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody said that there was a pixie in their well, in Miller's well. So cast a spell.
Interesting. And we think that's the origin of this?
No,
Oh, that's why she cast the detect spell.
that's just
Oh.
why I cast the spell.
Oh,
And
I misheard that. Sorry, I think
Oh.
my phone cut off.
No, she says she cast the spell to like find out if there was actually a fairy in the well, and it turns out that everybody in the town's a demon. Or
Got it. Okay.
she says, well, not everybody, but
Yeah.
and then you see her, she casts a spell.
Oh, how do I come back to her?
Not a demon.
Not a demon,
Yeah.
not a demon or undead or fae.
Because that would have been a shocking reveal all of the times that I used the fucking bells.
No, you were
And I quit.
you are not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
I just didn't know if being part werewolf would come back as something.
Mm-mm.
No, technically, you're like a half. You're like a half werewolf. You're like 3/5 of a
Diluted.
werewolf.
Diluted blood wolf.
Make it.
I don't even know what a
You're
werewolf is.
not a werewolf, you're a mud wolf.
Okay.
What even is a
I'm
demon?
just-
Wow.
This is starting to feel weirdly racist.
Technically, werewolves are considered humanoids.
There you go.
Humanoid shapeshifter. That is, you do not pop up on her. What's it?
Oh, maybe you should mention the doppelganger to her as well.
Are you going to mention the doppelganger?
Yeah, I think I will mention the doppelganger.
All right, just putting all your cards out there on the table.
Yeah. The coroner
Well, she's been
Alquin is apparently an ally.
Coroner we trust.
I guess
I
so.
trust her. She saved me.
All right, so you tell her about. Oh yeah, also we might have freed a murderous doppelganger.
Whoa, that's not how I'd say. The doppelganger was perfectly nice, fine with us.
That's true.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
so you
I'm
mentioned.
not going to assume that all doppelgangers are murderous.
That's wise.
All right, so you tell her about the doppelganger.
Also, some people deserve to be murdered. That's also true.
Deserves to be murdered? Is that what
She
he's saying?
yes, it is. She raises an eyebrow at that, but doesn't say anything. It's just like she does this stuff. The people's eyebrow goes up.
The people's.
She's like, well, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? There's a dragon in town.
Probably.
The Baroness is a lich.
Hey, that's no
you're-
spoilers, Steven.
You're secretly a millionaire.
What's? Oh, I'm not, but one of our
No, that's-
party is.
Not even close.
You're closer than the rest of us.
That's true.
If you convert it to copper, you're close.
No, it's not. Copper does valuation is still lower. Just the amount of pieces does not make. Anyways.
Quantity over quality, Casey.
That's right. That's right.
I guess I could mention the whole monster smuggling.
She said, "No, I already know about that. Everybody in town knows about that."
Everybody in town knew about that. That's interesting information.
No, they know about it now because there was a raid, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Factory.
Yeah,
I thought you meant. That's fair.
She's like, I've known about that for months as well. God damn it, why didn't you tell us any of that?
Yeah, that's like why we were here.
she doesn't say that she knew about that. She just says that everybody knows about.
Yeah, everybody knows
Yeah.
about that. Okay.
They shut down the Boggart Mills. They're probably going to be a riot starting in the next, half hour or so. But that's not my problem. I'm on night duty.
Yeah, and well, the sheriff seemed like he had it handled pretty poorly, so that'll be fine.
The closest thing you see to a smile creases her face. She's like, "Oh, sure. I'm sure that the sheriff's going to handle it wonderfully." Is he sober?
No, I'm confident that
Yeah.
he won't. Well, I just wanted to, warn you about the demons.
She says, "Look,
that word.
I know about the demons. The only thing I can tell you that I've learned about it is that it's a local matter. People who have come here from out of the town are by and large unaffected by whatever's happening. I don't personally feel that people are actually demons. It wouldn't make sense. Well, most of them probably aren't demons. I have reservations about one or two of them. But
Who do you have reservations about?
I can't say.
Hmm.
And
All right.
it's the creepy Wonder Twins.
God, man, sorry. Turn on your charm. Come on.
I don't. My charisma's like -1.
All the more reason to turn on your charm.
You most of your rules you've made have been -1.
True. True.
True. Well, I feel like we could help each other out with this situation. So if you have any other information, please feel free to reach out.
You gonna try and persuade?
Yeah, I'll try to persuade to find out who she's.
And I'll even give you advantage on the roll because you've had a good working relationship with her and you've put all your cards out on the table. So. Oh snap!
Oh, 18.
18. So, she kind of, you actually see it's a small thing, but you actually you see something in her shift just a little bit. It's like the barest softening of a hard heart. And she says, "If you need my assistance, let me know. I'll do what I can."
We appreciate that.
All right, I need you to get the fuck out of my apartment.
Yeah, I'm leaving, and I just got home, so I'm gonna switch the computer.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. So while Kyle is wooing his girlfriend, what are the rest of you doing?
honestly, probably we're not splitting the party. I
Splitting
mean,
apart.
Probably is not a definitive statement. That is a soft
that's
answer.
true. That is true.
I didn't ask what you're probably almost thinking about doing.
Is there a street vendor nearby?
There's not going to be one in the swath. No.
Go off, yeah.
Oh, there goes my plan.
I'm out of plans. I tried and I failed. Good game, everybody.
Good game. Good game.
GG's all around.
Well, is it pretty much? I'm just like I look over to Justice. Is it pretty much everyone? I mean, is it everyone that we've seen?
Is it everyone that we've seen? Pretty much.
Well, besides the coroner, but most of the people who are walking past, yeah. There's every once in a while you see one who's not like it's not everybody, but you're gonna guess it's like 85 to 90% of people. And these are just, but like with your insight check, these are like you're like watching them look like you're like suspicious now because they're glowing, like a hellish furnace. But from your magical sight, but these are just they're just people. They're just going about their day doing stuff. Like there's a woman yelling at her kids to get out of the rain. There's a guy who's desperately like pulling underwear off of the drying rack, trying to keep dry and keep all his stuff dry. You hear a couple arguing about something benign. It's all normal. Everybody's just acting normal. Like this is normal people shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the majority of people are appearing to be demony, despite the fact that none of them are acting like it.
Is this the same morning that we went to see the Patriarch and got brunch and explored the library? This is the next day, isn't it? I think this is maybe the next day.
I honestly don't remember.
I also don't remember. I remember we did that. I just don't remember if we started the day going to see the Patriarch or if we.
I thought it was the next. I thought it was the day after that.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Did a bunch of stuff, and then you went
a bunch
home,
of other stuff,
and then
yeah,
because you wanted justice, especially because you wanted justice to
yes,
get
that's
her to
right.
spell. So it's
Yep. Yeah, we were tired, bloodied, and exhausted from the previous day's adventuring too, because it was a long. So
it wasn't that long. I mean, you guys killed an old woman and beat up her son.
Well, I mean, justice.
That was a
killing, really.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It doesn't count when it's an accident. Yes, it does. You're an evil person.
I don't think they.
It doesn't count if it's an accident.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, baby. It was an accident.
I think I'm. So part of me is like in maybe exploring the temple a little bit mood. I don't know where other people are at. Like
Yeah, I was thinking that might be a good idea. Like asking
we've got the key to the kingdom here. So
where did all these? I know that the guy was a demon, right?
Yeah.
But maybe we can find what happened.
Yeah.
How did this happen? How did a town full of people turn into demons? Or whatever. I don't know. Did they turn into demons, or they've always been demons? Maybe they just have tiefling blood in them. Who knows? I mean,
well, no, because she's got tiefling blood in them, and it's not.
Well, the concentration,
That.
I mean, she's like an actual tiefling, and she's not popping up. So, what did you say, Kyle?
I was gonna say that seems a bit racist. Like, I mean, I know you're a former cop, but that's not how we do things.
Mike, can you put your mic a little bit closer to your mouth?
Yeah, move it up.
Yeah, there you go.
How's that?
That's much better.
Perfect. Turn my headphones up.
Dave Chappelle sang Radiohead at the Tyler Hawkins
nice.
thing. Oh god, it was awful.
Yeah. It was
Really?
Dave Chappelle can't sing. He's
No.
He's
That's
a comedian.
but I respect that he tried. Wish he hadn't, but I respect that he tried. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
what's the plan, kids?
I think the plan is we're going to go to the temple. We're going to do some good old fashioned exploration in the temple.
Does the town have a newspaper or
No,
like a
there's no.
chronicler or
Not that you've come across. You haven't seen any press or heralds or anything.
nothing like that?
All
I
right.
guess I've asked some old ladies what's happened in the town lately. Did a demon-looking comet come crashing down into this town?
Well, no, I mean, I could make Can I make an Arcana check? I have a working theory, and I guess it works whether I succeed or not. But maybe you can flesh out the details if I do well. I don't know.
What's your goal?
My goal here is to provide what I think is a reasonable rationale to the party based on what we've got so far.
Well, it sounds like you could do that without a roll.
Perfect. My current guess, right? Like this is St. Clara's Temple, right? That's what we're at in the middle of the town here is St. Clara's Temple, right?
Yeah.
So, she had a battle. She vanquished a demon. Here in this exact spot,
What spot?
right?
Are you pointing somewhere?
Yeah, I'm pointing down, like right here, like here.
Okay.
So it's possible that, the demon lord infused his essence or energy or her essence or energy or whatever into this space. And people this is the reason why I'm imagining Kyle shared with us the fact that it's not people who moved here, it's people who so that would explain why folks who were born here and raised here have it and folks who just come here visiting don't. But I still want to be out of here before the... Wait a second. Mildred said she's been here for 3 years? Something like that. So maybe it doesn't have anything to do with that, and that's just... Well, anyway.
So as you guys are approaching the square, you start
a riot!
You start to smell burning.
That's not
Like
great.
fire. It's significantly diminished because of all the rain, but as you're like crossing right past Templeton, like you could see smoke start like miserable smoke clouds start popping up from the general direction of Miller's Crossing, and you start hearing screaming.
I look to the boss.
All right, I guess it's our problem now.
On the plus side, we can find out if these people know they're demons now.
Yeah.
Well, now we can definitely black bag somebody.
Yeah, as we walk up, I will go up to the doors of the church and temple since it's on the way and just knock, and like call. Like actually, we have the key, so I'll just open it up and just holler in, Patriarch, they're gonna need you out here in a few minutes. Someone tell the Patriarch he's needed. And then
So Bob, you go up to the front doors of the temple and you unlock them, and you see like a a halfling in like vestments with a mace that's too big for him. And like you open the door, he's like, ah! "Oh, it's you! Oh, like get in, quick!"
wait, what? Why
and,
are we getting in?
A bottle shatters right next to your head as you say that.
Oh, well, I guess we could weather out the storm of a riot inside this temple. But,
Get in!
All right, come on, folks. Let's.
Follow in.
All right, you guys enter, and he slams the door shut and puts a bar across the door. You see, he's got like an oversized helmet on. This kid's like probably like 14. He's got an oversized helmet, and he's wearing like a chain, like chainmail that's too long for him. You know, you could definitely. This is like he found he raided the temple armory and grabbed what he could just in case somebody tried to break in. As you guys were entering the temple, like, there's angry people just all over this section of town, and they're like, especially Miller's Crossing. There's people throwing rocks. There's a fire started in the estates over here. Thus far, from your basic look, it didn't look like the Morning Rose has suffered any damage yet. Probably because that's where everybody gets their beer. But
don't light that one up.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it looks like a riot in its early stages.
Okay. Well, I wonder what the Baroness will do to manage that.
Oh, Casey's talking to Cameron.
Hmm.
All right, so the kid with the mace is like, oh, that was close. Oh, they're so angry.
Yep, seems that way.
Go ahead.
Is the detect good and evil still active or no?
We'll say it's still active for a little bit longer. Not too much longer.
What do you want to know?
I want to just gonna give Justice the like. Is it a?
Oh, the kid's evil, or the kid's a demon. I should
It's
say.
a demon. Not necessarily
Oh.
evil.
I
God.
got caught up on the spell because they changed what it is. So
It is.
And it has a-
detect good and evil is actually detect certain creature types.
right, it's
Yeah.
basically racist confirmation. The spell.
That's right. Yeah. It's yeah. A stop and search. Anyway. All right. So
So I'm gonna
yeah.
slowly pull out my black bag.
No, stop. Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank
Oh,
thank goodness you guys are here. If they break in, you can help protect the temple.
What's your name, kid?
Al.
Al. Wow. We've already got one of those.
Oh,
But you know, it's just perfect that it was Casey's character anyway.
that's good.
But yeah, appreciate your help. Yeah.
We'll just call you Little D.
Why would you call me that?
Why don't you just call him Little Al? We got Big
That's
Al
confusing.
and Little Al.
Little D.
Okay. Why? What's happening? Why is this happening? What?
Just a question for you. Could you lead us to the underground basement door?
You mean the crypt?
Crypt. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, exactly.
You want to see the crypt now? Like, why do you want to see the crypt now?
It's for the purposes of investigation. It's currently underway.
I don't have the key to the crypt. You have to talk to the patriarch.
I do.
Why do you have a key to the crypt?
Because the patriarch gave it to me to aid my investigation.
It's like there's a riot. And you want to go see the crypt?
Yeah, well, you can come tell us if the riot, poses risk to the temple.
I mean, sure.
Perfect. Lead the way.
Okay.
Thanks, Little Al. I mean, Little D. Sorry.
It's like, I please don't call me that. That's
Oh, well, Al then is fine.
okay.
There are two of you now, Al. Just so you know.
Is he also?
This one's Little D, for obvious reasons.
D for dragon?
Yes.
Oh, he just
But,
made that up.
But I'm a half elf.
I know. It's
Oh, unfortunate.
It's because you're fierce like a dragon.
But
look, kid. The line of work that we do is a little bit rough, and sometimes it scrambles the wits. So don't mind us. We're taxmen. And then we walk down the hall.
I'm gonna rephrase that.
Don't
tax
mind
people.
us. We're
Thank you.
taxmen.
tax
Amazing.
people, tax officers.
How has that not come up sooner in this game?
I know.
Don't mind us. We're tax people. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You just rip bodies out of spiders. Don't mind us. We're
We're
tax,
tax
people.
people.
Why did you want to be a police officer? Why did you want to be a policeman officer? All right. So, he leads you through the temple, past the altar, where it looks like a ceremony was in the process of being set up. There's like a large basin in front of the altar full of water. And some like sacramental doodads set up. He kind of leads you around. He's like, "Oh yeah, don't mind that. There was a baptism set up for this morning, but it's not going to happen. Obviously, because they're trying to set everything on fire out there. It's great. I love it." He leads you past the altar, through a door.
They baptize them in syrup.
Why would they baptize them in syrup? You ever seen a...
Because it's the Order of the Rosé, and he's making some assumptions about brunch.
What?
It's a whole thing.
We're not going to eat the kid.
No, why would you do that?
Why would we baptize them in syrup? It doesn't make any sense.
Brunch. You would baptize them in mimosas, Al, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I could see like a sparkling wine, you know, but then it would sting. It would get in the baby's eyes and they'd cry. No, it's just water with like some sacramental oil. You know, it's not a big deal.
Does it smell like syrup?
Why would no? It doesn't smell like syrup.
Out of character, Yvonne has just made a mental note to try to witness one of these baptisms and see if the kid starts not demon and leaves demon, because I'm like, maybe that's the mechanism. Anyway.
Sorry, just imagine Yvonne's going to check and see if the kid tastes like syrup.
That's Al's half of the ceremony. That's Al's half of the investigation.
How's that go?
I almost got an Asner out of Casey. Oh no.
Yeah.
So he leads you to a set of stairs that lead down to a leaden door set in a stone frame.
Okay.
He's like, okay, here's the crypt.
Perfect.
There's a lot of dead folks in there, I guess.
But are they still dead?
Why would they not be still dead?
You tell us.
Oh, but no, this is not an interrogation, guys. Let's go into the crypt, and I unlock the door.
Bob, your key does not fit in the crypt lock.
Son of a... How old are you, Al?
14. Going on 15.
Great. All right, then. Can
I just kick it?
Yeah, you can try.
Hold on.
That'd be an athletics check.
You get the look. All right, Al. Let us know if or when people bust in.
Me or
no, little Al.
Little D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, me or him?
You. See, this is why he wants to call you Little D. So if you're not going to get it when I'm... Yeah. No. You.
Not to enter the room, even if you come and get him.
Exactly.
Nave, are you kicking down the door? Kyle, are you kicking down the door?
If I get permission from the boss.
Do it.
All right. I'm a kick.
Wait a second. I wonder if I should... Well, we could just assist you. I'll ask Al to do an assist.
An athletics check?
Athletics check, yeah.
Don't drink the water. Yeah.
Don't drink
Don't
the
breathe
water.
the air.
Great, now I have Dave Matthews in my head. Lovely. That's not...
Wait, you didn't have... I thought you had... We said we were doing an assist, so you would have advantage.
So you're throwing your weight into it also? Alright, so Nave...
I told Al to throw his weight into it, but...
Alright, well, Nave, you can roll
if
another
he's not,
d20.
I'll do it. Better.
Alright, that is not sufficient to break down the metal door in the stone frame. You slam into it, and it rings like a bell, and your shoulder gets bruised. And then little D comes back down the stairs like, what are you guys doing?
You said to go in the crypt, and the door was stuck.
No, I didn't say that.
Little D. We all heard you.
You can't, if you, no, this is
Where's
not...
the patriarch?
I don't know, but you're trying to break into our sacred crypt. He races up his mace, and he gets a real like.
I guess stand tall. That's all, I don't need.
That's all that happens. Is Al?
I'll roll intimidate.
Here we are. Al rolling his move.
Al on Al action.
Oh no!
Oh, it didn't do it.
So you stand tall, but this kid, he stands up to you. Honestly, you're
Okay,
a little impressed. You're like,
I'm
"Damn."
pulling out the black bag. We're black bagging this kid.
Oh no.
Don't
roll-
black bag
roll,
the kid.
Roll an attack.
With disadvantage, because I'm assuming it's like a whip, a net or something.
No, he's grabbing him. He's
Oh, I
So
thought
it's
he was.
like just a regular D20.
yeah, D20 plus strength plus
Oh,
proficiency.
it's like an unarmed strike then. Probably,
yeah, like an
right?
unarmed
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah.
Give me a party wipe against this kid.
We're not gonna party wipe.
Oh my
against
god,
this
that'd be
kid.
amazing. The spirit of Saint Clara infuses the boy. All right,
Oh.
yeah, you black bag this kid. All right, so he's like, and you can see like righteous fury start to enter his body, and like, just as you can almost smell like the touch of the divine, like the finger of a saint light upon this child's head to anoint him in the battle to come to defend his temple, and then Nate just fucking black bags him. And then he drops the mace, and he flails around. And are you knocking this kid out, or are you just
Don't do violence in the temple. Let's just find the patriarch.
I break down the door.
Oh, Al's gonna do it. Not like that. You're not.
Hey, weird
Bruise your
question.
shoulder.
Casey, does your mom have plans tonight?
My mom? I don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Kevin
This
has
episode of
tickets to the
D&D.
Padre Dodger game tonight that he needs to give away.
Well, it's her birthday, so
I know. That's what yeah.
I can ask her.
all right? Let's take a quick
Okay.
break while we figure out some family shenanigans.
Okay,
All
sounds
right, be right
good.
back. All right.
Breaks
Okay.
some math about
Hold on,
Casey's
I'll let
age,
you know.
but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kyle, did you knock the kid out, or did you just like?
No,
subdue
I'm
him
just
and-
like holding him for now.
Okay.
I have some manacles.
I don't know that we need to manacle the kid either. We just need to find the patriarch and get him to open the crypt.
I'll just ask him where the keys for the crypt are.
Good question.
He says, roll me and intimidate with advantage.
All right. More things I'm not good at.
Yeah,
But I
no.
appreciate
Can
that
I
you're
help?
trying.
Can I help?
He already has advantage.
He's already got advantage.
You're right.
All right, he's like, the patriarch has him.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice
fighting a fly. Leave me alone.
You know,
No.
my house is surrounded by mosquitoes right now. I respect the kung fu. Let's go. All right.
How big is this temple? Pretty big, right?
It's pretty big. It's sizable.
Is the patriarch in his room?
You don't know?
We haven't checked. We were gonna go look for him.
We did discover that the patriarch is also a demon, right?
Yes.
He has the same glow as everyone else. Yes.
It's a weird way to just say yes.
Well, because we're still going off of what the coroner said to you is what tracks for us too, right? Like just because they ding red doesn't mean that they are necessarily all cognizant of being demonically influenced or whatever, being demons.
So you think that the racial profiling spell is broken?
No, I think it's working. I just think there's more at play here.
Oh, do we want to go ahead and do the test on Little D?
We already got it done on Little D. He's
No,
glowing.
see if they know if Little D knows.
Oh, do we want to burn through all of Grace's spell slots? I see.
You
Cone
want
of
the
zone of truth.
I mean,
Cone of truth.
there might be the cone of truth. There might be a benefit to finding the patriarch first, and then we can use that as
zoning.
evidence for both of them. Yeah.
And then zone that truth.
Yep.
Hit the patriarch with a truth cone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wear your cone of truth, patriarch.
I was thinking
I mean-
like ice cream cone,
Oh, that sounds nice
but of
too.
course I am.
Yeah.
Damn it, I want an ice cream cone.
Me too. Why didn't I get us ice cream?
I might have
We
it.
found an ice
Yeah,
cream.
Bob.
The
Why don't
place
you get me ice cream?
nearby has a cinnamon caramel
Oh, it's so
apple
good.
cinnamon crumble ice cream and a pumpkin ginger snap ice cream.
I'll skip the second one, but the first one sounds delightful.
Yeah, they're both
They're
excellent.
both good, so you're missing out.
I hate
Okay.
ginger snaps, so.
Well,
Like,
they
gin-
don't
gin-
snap in the ice cream
Yeah.
because it's just extra cinnamony, gingery cookie chunk crumbled up into your
Mhm.
pumpkin ice cream for extra
It's very
spicy.
tasty. All right, let's go find the patriarch.
All right, what
So
do you?
what are we doing? What are we doing with Little D?
Yeah, I was about to say, ask the same question.
Just let little D go. He's learned his lesson.
All right, don't threaten us again, kid. And I'll take the bag off his head and kind
Come
of
with us. Let's go find the patriarch
lightly
and clear this
shove him in
nonsense
front of
up.
me.
All right,
Yeah.
little D lights the fuck out.
Get back here!
Patriarch! Patriarch!
I just follow the kid. That's where
Follow
we're
him?
going anyway.
Yeah.
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 All right, it doesn't take long. The patriarch actually kind of comes jogging. You see, the patriarch is like actually, he's in plate mail.
Oh, damn.
He's like, and you could tell like this is like. So you guys know that the Order of the Rose has like ceremonial armor for the high-ranking
Mhm.
people, but this is not that. This is like
Ready to get down into
ready
a
to
fight
get down.
armor.
Like it's like you could tell it's been patched in a couple of places. He still has his like steel tiara thing that he wears, and he still has his staff. But he comes running,
You gotta get me some of that.
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna be right back, grabbing food.
Okay.
and Lily's intruder, they bagged me. And he sees you guys, and the patriarch looks confused,
Yeah.
and then he starts looking angry. And he's like, what have you done?
Well, there was a miscommunication earlier in our conversation when you said this key would help with our investigation. And when the key didn't fit, we thought maybe the rock was rusted or stuck, and so what's his name? Knave tried to push the door, but it didn't go. So we came looking for you, but your young one there tried to pull a weapon on us, so we bagged him briefly, and then we let him go.
Of course he did. He's defending our temple.
We weren't attacking your temple, though.
He just said you tried to break the door down.
He was trying to push the door open. For whatever reason, this key didn't work. The one you gave me to help in our investigation, remember?
Yes, it's a key to the temple, not the crypt.
Oh. You said for some reason I was under the impression you said any door is open to you, what have you, with this key, and so that's honest mistake. But we may need to explore the crypt, perhaps after the riot has passed.
Yes, perhaps after that. In the meantime, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay.
Are we doing the
Sure.
fun?
Where how can I get me some of that armor? That's really cool. Get me in touch with your armor guy. It's fine.
Be in touch with your armor guy.
Call me, he says, handing out a business card.
Al's leaning into the bougie real fast.
So yeah, the patriarch looks upset. Lil D is obviously pretty upset. What are you guys doing?
We'll leave, I think, right?
Yeah, get
Yeah,
out of his
fine.
hair.
I was going to do the zone of truth.
It wouldn't be very polite to zone of truth someone when we've already overstayed our welcome.
Wouldn't be very polite to be a demon.
That's true too.
That is true too.
And not have told us that he's a demon.
So anyway, we'll come back and talk to the patriarch later, it sounds like.
To be a demon and also a minister seems like a conflict of interest.
Maybe we can sit down with him in a zone of truth, a circle of truth, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and we can have a conversation about what he knows and what he doesn't know. Later, another time.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
like a good idea.
Well, I suppose the only thing to do now is try to calm down the riot.
All right, we
All right,
avoided it as
everyone
long as
grab
we
your
could.
billy clubs.
Yep.
Get the fire hoses.
It's
Who has the dogs? All right. So you guys leave the temple, and the riot has progressed quite steadily. You see a lot of humans and halflings in the streets, breaking shit. There's people screaming. A lot of angry folk out there. People can roll me an insight check if you'd like.
Sure.
Grace, don't do that. Okay.
Oh, it almost rolled the 19.
Al, with your roll, I almost see you. Yep, that's a riot, and you're like rolling up your sleeves. Like,
oh yeah, I'm just
all right, here we go.
ready to crack some skulls.
Oh, dang.
All right, so Yvonne and Justice, you guys. So this is, I mean, Al, as far as you're concerned, like I said, you're like, oh, cool, a riot. Well, yeah,
Okay, I know what to do.
yeah, you know exactly what to do. Nave, you
Mhm.
notice there's a certain ebb and flow to the riot, but Justice and Yvonne, you both determined that like everyone's like there are rabble rousers
Mhm.
in this crowd. Like, you know, like there are definitely like malcontents who are
Mhm.
stirring the pot. And Justice, you notice leaning against the Morning Rose, you see Myrna Reeds very
Here
calmly
he
smoking
fucking
a
goes
pipe,
again.
just kind of like looking very pleased.
Okay.
All right, I think I will
Come on, Al.
Wait,
point that out to Yvonne and
And I will point that out to Al, and we will go over together.
Are we black bagging
I've
this guy?
talked. It might be time to black bag Myrna Reeds. You know,
Oh,
this is our third time running into this fucking guy, and every time it's a nightmare.
Is it time for me to Hulk out?
We'll
Not
see.
yet. I don't know. Not yet. We'll see how much trouble he gives us.
All right. How are you guys getting through the riot?
Forcefully?
Forcefully? Okay.
That's my
Yeah.
go-to.
I'm not afraid to punch somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just fly.
Okay.
I'll do that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you two are just like
The muscle, they're not going to get in the way of Al or Nave. The riot, I can imagine the riot parting around Al. So
it's a riot, man. There's not a lot of partying going on, but
yeah, but a lot of these people are halflings, and look at Al. But we'll see.
Al
Again,
and
halfling
Nave,
mosh
you
pit.
guys can roll an athletics check, I guess, to shove your way through the throng.
You can't just do like the million yards city stair walk for Al, like intimidate check instead.
That's why he gets an intimidate check.
Oh,
No, he gets a strength check. He can't intimidate a mob.
I think you're selling Al short. We'll see.
Oh, God.
Well, would have
Ooh, it
to-
was almost a 20, but it wasn't.
I would have to look at him in order to be intimidated.
Terribly tonight.
All right, so Nave, you managed to push through. Al, we're just gonna say you're not currently in this original conversation.
I'm just fighting other people right now.
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
you're fighting against the crowd, fighting against other people. Somebody threw a brick at you. You're like, who did that? And then
I got
It-
distracted.
your training kicks in, like your old school. Like, so you
Yeah.
just start punching people.
Cracking skulls.
Yeah. All right, so Yvonne and Justice arrive shortly before Nave does. AC Myrna Reed's sitting there with two of his buddies, leaning against the tavern. You notice the tavern is still untouched, but you also notice as you're flying up, you see Mildred in a window with a crossbow, looking, and she has a helmet on, and that helmet looks like it fits. Like,
Mhm.
Mildred's not fucking around. She's
Yeah, she's kitted out correctly.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Mildred spent too much money on this goddamn inn to let a bunch of halflings burn it down.
Yeah.
It's like in the
Totally
LA riots, there was the like the Korean, like in the Korean area, there's a bunch of old
Yeah.
dudes with shotguns on the roof, just like not here, and the riot's like fair enough, and they just kind of pass that one by. Same vibe, like angry dwarf on the roof with a crossbow. So you guys confront Myrna Reeds. You pop down in front of him. He doesn't say anything. He's just sitting there with his pipe.
So, things are going to plan for you here?
So look, like a plan, lad. This is a riot. There's no plan here. These are angry, upset people. Their livelihood stolen from them.
Yeah, and that one, and that one look an awful lot like folks we saw with you in a forested glade not long ago. It's interesting how those ones seem to be ramping up the other ones.
These are concerned citizens making sure that this fine establishment doesn't burn to the ground. We don't want people getting the wrong idea. There's beer in there. It's thirsty work for those folk out there. Besides,
True.
Mildred's an upstanding member of the community. I hear tell that there are government agents staying in this building. What would the Queen say?
Very true, Murner. Very true. Would you... sorry, 1 second. I take out my bells. Ding, ding, ding.
He is not a demon.
Well, I'll be fucking damned. All right, then.
His buddies are, but he is not.
Not shocking, but okay.
Question about the bell stick. When it gets shaken,
Shooketh.
and stirred, like, is it just the wielder
I
of
think
the
it's
stick
whoever's
bells?
holding the stick
Yeah.
who sees. Yeah. Well, Murner, it's your lucky day. Al,
It doesn't have to be though.
How is
What's in the crowd?
Somebody-
hmm,
You want me to go get him?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
turn
I-
around, you see just him, just like
Al has just beaten the piss out of some halflings.
he's got a
Would
halfling
you-
up here, and he's hitting him with
If
another
I know-
halfling.
If I know anything about how guards act, it's the halflings that are wearing little red crosses on their shoulder.
That's where we go after him. That's the target.
I know.
White helmets and red crosses first.
Uh-huh.
I throw the halflings with the red crosses and the other halflings with the red crosses.
Would you stop him from playing halfling bowling over there? It's not appropriate. He's
I
on
will
duty.
fly over it and kind of half pluck him up by the shoulders and start dragging him.
All right, Justice, make me an
the other
athletics check.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tough flight.
I'm not trying to carry him. I'm just trying to
You're trying to-
propel him in the right direction.
Yeah, that's
but I
called
will- yeah.
carrying. That's
It's nuanced.
nuance. That's just you trying to avoid a roll. That's what that is.
No, I totally.
I'm trying to make unnecessary rolls. She's trying to avoid rolls.
It's
Not like
very
that, you don't.
ineffective.
All right, so Justice, you're like, you're trying to like pull Al. He doesn't want to go. He's like in the thick of it. He's like, no, who threw that? And then you start getting pelted with stuff, rotten vegetables, a brick. You start, your shoulder devil starts being like, hey, you know what you should do?
I don't have a shoulder devil. I have 2 shoulder angels. Thank you very much.
Lucifer was an angel. No, you're doing your best to extract extract Al, but it's not really working as well as you would have hoped.
I'm gonna look at Yvonne and be like, okay, now?
No. We need Al here because he's the one in charge of the discretionary fund. Who would have thunk it?
Do you want me to go get him?
You'd have a better job doing it than.
Oh my god, I want everybody to be mired in this riot. I want everybody in the party to just be like completely just embroiled. All right, Nave, how are you going to try and extract Al?
Yeah, this time, hold on, I gotta remember what this guy uses as
The skills.
I'm a longsword and shield guy, if I remember correctly.
I believe that's correct.
So I'm gonna use my shield. So no longer am I like first time through it was like move. Now shield, and I'm just like
Bong.
bash.
All right,
Yeah.
make it an unarmed strike attack
Okay.
roll. You going in there with gusto. Just an attack roll. Don't have to roll damage. Okay, so you're wading in there, but you're having a hard you go in there with the shield, you start bashing people, and like people start like organizing and like start like pushing back, and you get pretty well mired in. you get stuck in with everybody else in the scrum. Murder Reed's like blows some smoke out of his nose, like, looks like your lads are having a bit of a problem there.
It
Tell you
does,
what,
doesn't it?
Why don't you fly in there and help them as well?
I think there's a wisdom to that. I'll be right back in a moment, Murner. I have a business proposition for you. One moment, he flies over and he flies down to Al and Nave.
And Justice.
Yeah, but he's not casting this on them, and he casts enlarge on both of them.
Okay. That'll do it easy. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's a giant dragon and a giant werewolf man, and everybody near them scatters. They're like, F this. People start screaming dragon at the top of their lungs.
I get a few swipes in before they all run away.
Gajira style. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. All right. So yeah.
Now I really want to transform into the werewolf because then it's just like
Do
a
it.
game of Rampage.
Do it.
It really is, though. I mean, I don't support this
Officially.
officially, but unofficially, it has to happen.
I'm, high or low. I'm gonna do the DM thing.
Okay, so which is which?
You tell me. High, I
high-
lose my cool and I werewolf out.
Yeah, high you werewolf out. You're still in control of yourself. You're not
Right.
just murdering people.
No, yeah.
And
But
low,
I-
you lose control
know.
of yourself and you start murdering people. And low, you don't.
And low, I don't.
Yeah. That's higher than low.
Yep, I werewolf.
All right, so a werewolf.
I
and a
enlarge
dragon.
and werewolf basically at the same time.
Oh god! So
And the riot is over.
it definitely starts scatter. Like people will just start. You guys can make one of you can make an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh,
Or
let's
both
let
of
Al
you
do
can
that.
actually. Both of you
Yeah,
make an intimidation check with advantage. I love it.
Not what I expected, but I'm glad it worked out this way because it's hilarious. All right. 13 for Knave.
Oh my god. The intimidation king.
The king of intimidation.
All right, Casey, you go full on Godzilla mode on this fucking place. Like you grow up and you raise your mouth to the sky and a billowing cloud of radioactive ice shoots towards the heavens. It freezes the rain, turns it into hail, and everybody just scatters. People are trampling each other to get away. You were just absolutely, just as you were holding him and you're like, I don't know what just happened, but I do not like it. Like, this is legitimately terrifying to everybody who sees it. Murder reads the pipe he's holding, he like drops it. He's like, it's just, and like Casey's just, and Kyle, you're like werewolf mode. You start like just slapping people around, like, God damn it! But like people, like Casey is a force of fucking nature, and it's terrifying. The riot clears up in minutes.
And then, with them still in those forms, we go back over to Myrna Reed's.
Oh, he's not there.
Oh, I thought he froze against the side. Like I thought he had a freeze reaction.
No, he dropped his pipe. You saw him drop his pipe in shock
and vanish.
And then he vanished. But yeah, the riot is effectively finished for the moment.
Okay.
I'll go
Al a
pick
couple
up.
minutes to calm down.
Yeah, I'll go pick up his pipe to return to him when we next see
I kind of
him.
imagine,
Sure.
like, yeah, you guys kind of, I kind of see Knave, like, in giant werewolf form, like, rampage, like, chasing people down. Just, like, howling.
Yeah, prey
just,
drive.
like, chasing, 100% in hunt mode, just, like, no! And just, smacking people around.
But I haven't completely lost my cool, so I'm just picking it up and going like, knock it off! And then putting it back down.
Just setting them in that spot. There's just like 15 people who have soiled themselves standing in one place in the square.
The werewolf politely, as far as werewolves go, politely picking people up, screaming at them, and then placing them gently back to earth.
Please do not do that!
Splorch as they splat into mud.
Yeah.
So, like 1 minute later, the spell goes away. You guys go back to regular form. Casey, you're hyperventilating a little bit.
Yeah.
Kyle, you transform back into a regular-sized human. You smell like a angry dog.
Yeah. I just realized that this is going to be a fun conversation to have with both Mildred and the Patriarch, because I'm guessing, because Mildred had her crossbow pointed out the window and probably saw all of that, and the Patriarch has probably been keeping an eye on things too. So that'll be fun.
Look, I'm getting sick of this town.
Oh yeah, 100% agreement. I'm ready to never
I'm less
step foot in the
inclined
water
to keep
again.
my werewolf thing hidden.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, riot's taken care of. Good job, guys. Exactly as to plan, of course. Plan 672. Rampage. Wonderful, wonderful. And Yvonne flies over to the door of the temple. Knock, 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 knock.
You do not get an answer.
Well, we'll give him a little time to cool down, I guess.
Mildred does come. She walks up to the corner of the roof and yells down. She see I imagine Knave kind of like, and Mildred's like, "Hey, what the hell was that?"
Well, figured the riot had ran its course and it was time for it to be over.
Hey, What's your pay?
I don't think you can afford. How much do I get paid by this?
Not a
Because
lot.
look,
I mean,
It's a
it-
calling.
25,000 per year.
Now he's fed, man. He's a fed. It's
yeah, yes,
different
that's
pay
your
rates. His
payout,
union's
different
way
pay.
worse.
Yeah.
I don't know how much a fucking medieval
Ronald is
fed
called
gets
am I
paid.
opposed to working for her full time? No, not really. She's been very lovely.
She's
Nate,
like, we'll talk later.
We'll talk.
There's a pilgrimage in a week. I need muscle.
Nave, just think long and hard about the fact that you'd never get to leave Millwater.
No. I don't think you can afford me, Mildred.
We'll talk later.
But if pilgrimage is only a week, maybe I could take some time, make some extra money on the side. We'll talk.
Gives you the thumbs up, and then she ducks into a window and goes back into the inn.
Although I can't embiggen on my own, so
Not yet.
that's...
You'd still be pretty scary without the embiggening. Not as scary as Al, but that's a high bar.
I just love that Intimidate has been like probably the MVP skill of this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not
Also
true.
Parties.
Most of the intimidation has led to nothing of importance in the actual campaign, but it has been very entertaining. So
Yes.
I say I have rolled quite a few intimidations with my -1 and got it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true. It is our most commonly rolled skill this game.
Also, we talk about that intimidation as a charisma check. I feel like it should sometimes be like a strength check.
Well, look at that, Kyle. That's one of the benefits to A5E is you can say, "Hey, I want this charisma roll that would normally be charisma to be strength."
That's one of the most commonly argued D&D rules since 3rd edition.
Yeah.
I you know, we don't need to get into it, but like I think you could make a case for like certain rolls are strength intimidation and certain rolls are charisma intimidation.
100%.
You grab an iron bar and you bend it in your hands, and then you say, "I'm going to do that to you." That's not a charisma roll.
Right.
That's a strength roll. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're not wrong, but it's one of the weird things.
Yeah.
They wanted they wanted barbarians and fighters to not have intimidate.
Yeah.
But it does seem like naturally those would be the most intimidating.
Oh, that's. I mean, obviously the point he's making, but the most intimidating is obviously the bard.
Right.
Right,
The
The
right.
skinny nerd with the loot.
The dude with the loot and the
play even
I'm
better
going
with
to
this.
pull out your teeth.
Well, but if you're the bard, the high charisma character, then you are also maybe clever, good acting skills, and so you can pull off the "I'm crazy" sort
What?
of attitude more
That's true.
effectively
That's
to kind
true.
of freak
Well, it's-
people out.
It's like in Bob's game where Tom's like, you're gonna tell me what I want to know. I'm gonna shoot you. It's like, all right, roll intimidate. It's like, you failed. I'm like, okay, I shoot him. Like,
I
don't-
shoot him.
like,
Yeah.
I wasn't bluffing. I was just stating a fact. But I do appreciate, for the record, I do appreciate that he had to roll because the guy's like, no, you're not gonna do that. And like,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, you're not wrong, Kyle.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
All
Okay.
right. All right, one more 5-minute break. 5 minutes break. All right.
Unless you want me to refill my drink.
Do you need to refill your drink? Go refill your drink.
And also, I do think it's funny that the no politics in D&D start off as a joke, and then somehow we've all just made it into a real thing.
Yeah.
Have we made it into a real
No,
thing?
not really. We talk about politics every week.
We usually say no politics in D&D right before we do something.
Here's a
Here's our
here's
comment.
a
I know
politics.
you did it earlier. I know there's no politics in D&D, but
Oh boy.
It's like if you say no offense, but
No
like it doesn't
offense,
matter
but
what you
yeah.
say afterwards. It doesn't
exactly.
count.
Are you my mom?
Or if you say bless your heart afterwards, then it also doesn't count.
Oh man, one of my my relatives are not from the South, but they had my dad's cousins had like a tiff on, like one cousin said something and another cousin said something really stupid in response, and the other cousin said bless your heart.
Oh,
And I was like, I need to call the
Oh,
police
no.
because I think that there's just been a murder.
so that thing is so freaking vicious.
It's the most savage retort.
Yeah, it is.
Bless your heart. It's like my father-in-law uses bless your heart, but he uses it. He doesn't mean it in a mean, sarcastic, passive-aggressive, scalding way. He literally uses it as like, oh, bless your heart, because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He didn't. I think somebody had to explain to him, like, you need to. I don't think
find
it
a new
means what you
version.
think
Tone
it
it down.
means. Yeah. I know you mean it from a place of love and respect, but people from the South, what it means is, I hate you and I hope you die. So you're the stupidest person who's ever drawn breath on this stupid, sinful planet. Oh, man. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, you just chased off a crowd.
Yes.
Knave is considering career options in the near future.
Are we free to go back to the temple now, or?
Oh, that's right. You tried to open the
We tried to
temple.
go back to the temple.
You knocked on the door of the temple and nobody answered.
You gonna serve bread soon? No. Okay. You're welcome.
Do we know where the Reeves guy lives?
Murder?
Yeah.
I do not
I
believe.
don't think we know, but we know that a lot of his people are from Tinkertown.
Yeah.
Could finish that conversation.
Yeah, you think you can find him?
No, actually, your thing says that he lives in Blue Hall. Where the fuck is Blue Hall?
Blue Tower.
Blue Hall is out here.
Okay, we can go there.
Alright. Yeah, sure. We'll go look for
I mean, if
Murder
the
Reeds.
temple's not gonna.
It's only 19 feet away.
Easy. It's less than a round full of movement. Also,
Grace.
because you shut up.
Grace, stay with us. Grace, stay with us.
Be strong!
You can do it. Too much
He's fading
further.
fast.
Do a jumping jack. I don't know.
Drink an espresso.
Oh gosh, that would
Oh,
be a
it should be up
disaster.
tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I thought it's only 7 o'clock here, but the thought of drinking an espresso right now, like,
Oh no way.
No.
What are we in Italy?
No politics in D&D.
That's not how that works.
Oh, but I thought we were gonna talk about Italy's new fascist leader.
we're not talking about the fascist
Oh,
leader.
Kyle.
Now we're
Only
doing
you,
it. Wow, Kyle.
All right, so you guys head to Blue Hall. So Blue Hall is another really shitty neighborhood. It's mostly halfling tenements along the river.
Mhm.
As you guys enter Blue Hall, you see a lot of the population there giving you the stink eye. You guys are very clearly not welcome in Blue Hall.
Well, yeah, because we just like bashed a bunch of their heads out.
Yeah,
And also, our raid is the reason that they don't have work.
yeah. Like
I
everybody,
just picked them up and yelled at them. It should be fine.
everybody's giving you a stink eye. You know, a baby, crawls up to you and spits on your boot. Like, it's a bad look. Nobody's having a good time. They're all pretty pissed that you're here.
Fearless leader.
Sorry, I was just
Move.
watching Grace yawn and realizing that we're within 5 to 10 minutes, but okay. Our move. Hey, Murder, we haven't finished our talk yet.
All right. So you yell into the rain. You do not get a response.
Maybe I'll
Could you
come
do
by.
it? Your way works better, Justice.
Oh, we're really unpopular here, though.
Maybe offer money. Because
Is this really? This is the thing.
Oh, fine. I'll walk over to someone and say, I've got 5 gold pieces if you can tell me where Myrna Reeds lives.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion. Advantage.
Yeah. All right.
7.
Easy. All right. Walk over to a halfling lady with a baby on her hip. 5 gold if you tell me where Myrna Reeds is, and she holds out her hand like instantly. Like
Here's 5 gold.
she tucks it into her shirt, And she points at a building and then walks away.
Okay.
That was easy.
We walk up to the building and knock.
Come on, Grace, you could do it.
So it's not a house. It's another tenement apartment. Yeah. A large, squat, ugly apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
People are probably living, 10 to a room.
Just go through the hallways and look for the one that has a guard at the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. Yeah. Al's like, get out of the way. I know how to do this.
Yeah.
And you lead to, there's a halfling guy. He's got a club on his hip. He's smoking a pipe. And he glares at you. He's like, what do you want, copper?
You see Myrna Reeds.
You got an appointment?
Yeah. And I flash my steel.
Roll intimidate, Case.
Here we go again. How many? Can you get another crit in, Casey? Let's find out.
How
Does he have
many
advantage or
crits?
is it just regular?
Is this regular?
But I'm going to use my inspiration.
Yeah, you are.
Just to keep the streak rolling.
Hey!
Oh.
19.
No
19.
No crit,
Good
though,
enough.
Case? Ugh.
I know.
Disappointed.
He only rolled a 24 and then a 23. It is embarrassing.
Can't believe this amateur hour rookie shit. All right, so you're like, yeah, and you flash the steel on your hip, the wicked ass.
Probably don't
elven
even need to
long
because he probably
sword.
remembers you from like 5 minutes ago when you fucking roared to infinity. And
So you flashed your creepy ass sword dedicated to an elven vengeance deity,
Yeah.
and he's like, "All right, go on in." He just waves you in. He's like, "All right." Point made.
All right, open the door. I let our party members in before me.
What a gentleman.
So as you come in, you see Myrner, very posh apartment. This one clearly has 2 rooms, and you see Myrner quickly entering from the side room and closing the door behind him. It's like, what are you doing here?
did he pass his test, Casey? Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome. Got a
Very
second
good.
strike.
2 stripes.
7.
Huzzah!
Good job, Landon.
Boy.
No. No.
Go take a shower, stinky boy.
Has he been
Sorry.
instructed not to kick his brothers in the head?
Yes.
Okay.
That's an important lesson.
It's an
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah.
All right, so Myrner, yeah, like I said, quickly closes the door, and he looks a little panicked, very angry. Like, what are you doing here?
What do you expect? You incite on 3 separate occasions. You attempt to incite a riot. You succeed on the 3rd of them.
I didn't incite
And-
shit. You incited the
Oh.
riots.
Stop with that.
Who shut down the mills? It wasn't
Myrner.
Myrner Reeds. It was you.
Myrner, look, you're very good at the song and dance, but we've watched this process for days now. We've seen the influence you have. We've seen the influence you have among your men. We've seen the influence they have among their men in town. I'm not accusing you of anything. We're not here to arrest you. We're here to have a candid conversation about the shit that's going wrong in MILLWATER, which goes deeper than the mill buildings. You are not a demon, and thus we're having this conversation with you out of courtesy.
The fuck are you talking about? I'm not a demon.
Have a seat. And I sit down.
There's no chairs.
Oh. Have a seat, and then I fly. Still, continuing. Myrna reads. The inciting of the riots has gotten in the way of our investigations, but our investigations have still borne fruit, and that's fine.
Then why are you still fucking here?
We're still fucking here because, as it turns out, there's more to this place. I am sad to say it. I don't want to be here anymore. I mean,
Then
the living
fucking
situation here.
leave.
Again, the situations here are horrible. We would like to leave the place better than we found it, but also, when 85 to 90% of your populace have demon taint on them, we've got to figure out that before we leave.
Like an
so here's
arsehole.
the deal. No, not like an asshole. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure how you get it, but you don't have it, but all of your men do, and so I'm trying to get to the bottom of that, and that's why you get to hear about it and they don't, because I don't think they'd understand.
How about you skip to the part where I give a shit?
Well, look, whatever you're doing is not helping. And we've had this conversation. We've had the old song and dance, right? You remember when you shit yourself 4 minutes ago in Town Square when you saw what my compatriots can do?
Yeah.
Let's go back to that mode for a second without you giving us all the lip, because I'm really over it. I'm at my wit's end with your lip.
You're at
So
your
just-
wit's end. What about all the people who are in this entire neighborhood who don't have jobs no more because of you and your investigation?
Yes, well, they were working for someone who was smuggling magical creatures and other God only knows what
Who
else through the
fucking
town.
cares? Magical creatures! Oh no! Whatever shall we do about the magical creatures? I'm sure that your excuses will help feed Mrs. McGarney down the street.
Is she the one with the baby?
Yeah, she's the one with the fucking baby. They're
She'll
all
have
babies.
no problem.
They all
No
have
problem
babies. They all have babies. We're halflings.
Why are they all demons?
What the fuck are you talking about demons for?
Look, Murner, maybe this is just going over your head and you're just trying to focus on the needs of the people, and that's all great, but that's what we're doing too. Except you're focusing on their ability to eat right away, which I think, didn't we give you like a chest full of 200 gold pieces? That should have fed them for more than 4 fucking days.
Yeah,
So,
4 fucking days. How long are the mills going to be closed for?
you know what? 200 gold pieces will buy food for more than 4 weeks too.
That's 1 month, lad.
Okay,
if the mills
how
are
far
closed for
into our 1 month? How far into the 1 month that we paid you for did we get before you started a fucking riot?
I didn't
So
have to
look,
start
here's
shit.
the deal. You are going to take a back seat while we finish our investigation. If you don't, I will give Al permission to bite off your head. Are we clear?
Oh, we're clear, lad.
Wonderful. I am trying to save the lives of everyone in this town. Not just the people that have all the power. Everyone in the whole damn system.
Oh, I?
Yeah, everyone.
I noticed that Carter Dubois is not in prison no more.
No,
In fact,
because
I
he did
noticed
not
that-
commit a crime.
Well, I noticed that when he was suspected of a crime, he got to stay at home and drink scotch.
He was in prison for about the better part of an evening,
Oh,
and then we
the better
found
part
another
of an
lead.
evening.
When Carter Dubois commits a crime, he will go to prison. At present, he has not committed a crime. If you would like for us to speak to Carter Dubois on your behalf and see if we can do something about the wages for the halflings that he employs, that would be wonderful. We can do that.
Can you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Will he make those changes? I don't know. But considering the fact that we saved his life, his daughter's life, and are working to save the lives of every fucking person in this town, I'm just going to have to go out on a limb and think that maybe we have a little bit of good grace with Carter Dubois.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about what grace you have with Carter Dubois. If...
You're the one that brought him into this.
Yeah, because when he was suspected of grand larceny, you fucking put him at home and he slept on a feather mattress. What about the 2 fucks you locked into a cage because you suspected them of demonology or whatever?
As it turns out, one of them was really apt in demon summoning. But
And
anyway, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, but you locked them away in a cage for 2 days, didn't you? They didn't
Well,
get to go home.
That's because one of them admitted to doing
They
it.
did confess to the crime, so that's a whole other thing. Carter Dubois denied the knowledge of the crime, as it turns out, didn't commit the crime. Thus, you don't and that's why you're not in jail right now, because while we know that you incited the riots, and that's fine, you don't have to deny it, I don't need to deal with that right now. That's not the problem.
What is the problem?
There's 2 problems. Well, 1 problem. I mean, you could stop inciting riots. At least, give us a couple of weeks here. We paid for a month's worth of food, and you got 4 days in before you started a riot. You didn't even get 4 days in. You got 2 days in before you started a riot. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to back up off of that for a second.
Unless he
Give
didn't
us a
help the
little-
other halflings. I don't know, maybe he just kept
Unless
it
he didn't
himself.
help the other halflings. I hadn't considered that. Did you help the other halflings with the 200 gold pieces that we gave you?
Of course I helped halflings with the 200 pieces you gold you gave me.
What, you and your friends?
What friends? What are you talking about? Are you insinuating something?
Yeah.
You care to me, lad.
I don't think they're insinuating. They're accusing you of skimming from the people you're claiming to protect.
Oh, it's rich coming from you lot.
Justice, could we trouble you for...
The zone.
Yeah, I
The
think so.
zone.
The zone.
The zone.
The zone. That seems like a better way to get answers than this mindless bickering
I
that
know.
you're all on about.
Can I just say, I'm actually very pleased with the token I came up with for Murder Reads. Like, he just looks like a combative asshole.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I love giving, I don't know why, but like in Hero Forge, I love giving halflings like the buck teeth, like the rabbit teeth. All right.
Let's see.
Zone of
Charisma
Truth,
save.
Charisma save, DC 15. All right.
How do I roll? How do I roll this?
That's gonna be everybody in this room, right?
I'm
Yep.
just gonna roll the d20. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, snap.
Great.
Failed by 1.
D20.
Charisma.
So 9 plus 7.
Oh, why did it? Dang it! It's because I don't have my thing.
Don't have everything.
16.
I don't.
I passed it.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, so mine's a 3, not a 9.
Oh.
Al ain't saying shit. He's a steel trap.
Yeah, Al and Yvonne and I guess I don't know if Jessie has to make the roll herself.
I do, I think.
You do.
you're
Everybody,
in the
everybody
zone.
in the zone.
Everybody in the zone. It's a zone of honesty equally across parties
Sort of.
for people who pass,
Oh, you're fine.
which is
I really wish
everyone but Al and Murder.
I really wish they would have made this spell more powerful.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but you know, it has its uses.
5th edition, man. 5th edition.
5th edition, yeah. So Murder. Did you share the gold equally among the halflings in the town, or did you keep more for yourself?
Of course I didn't share it equally. What point would that be? He kind of like says it, and then he like blinks and like...
So when I tell you that there are demonic forces at work, and we need you to stop rabble-rousing long enough for us to get to the bottom of it, because that's the only way that the people of this town leave in any form of good health. Can you do that?
Fucking no, I won't. Who cares about them? What's going on?
So you don't actually care about the halflings that you're purporting to represent, you're just doing it to start shit?
Not even a little bit. It's not just to start shit. There's a bigger plan in place. Oh god, what? Why am I speaking to you at all? What's happening?
Clearly
the
you trust
bigger-
us. What's the bigger plan?
Obviously, the Cloth Guild wants the MILLWATER, doesn't it?
So, what do you say? The what guild?
Cloth Guild?
Cloth guild? Tell
Casey-
us more about the cloth guild.
Casey,
Casey
you know the
probably knows.
Cloth Guild.
What do I know about the cloth?
They're one of the major guilds in Andonin.
Ah. So you're representing outside influences, huh?
Mm-mm.
When did you move here, Murner?
Mm-mm.
When did you move here, Murner?
We could have this conversation on the balcony, loud enough for your whole community to hear.
Good idea.
All right, look, I'm an agent of the Cloth Guild. I was sent in several months ago to rabble rouse because the mill workers are being underpaid, and it was easy leverage, and they just want an in the town so they can extrapolate. It's not complex. It's not complex. All right. Listen, I don't even have an accent. I don't even have an accent. I'm from Andonin, okay? I don't have the MILLWATER accent. I've been faking it the entire time, okay?
And what does this have to do with everybody being demons?
What are you even talking about with the demons? Shit, man.
He's not born here.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's not one of them. Okay.
One of what? What are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've been here for a couple of months, man. It was super easy. I just want to get paid and go home. Okay? This place sucks. Everybody here sucks. It's a shit town, and I
How
just
much
want to
they're
leave.
paying you?
They're paying me enough to retire on a beach far away from MILLWATER. Okay? That's how much they're paying me.
And how much is that?
Enough to retire. The DM doesn't have a number, man. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
I was waiting for. It's irrelevant. Okay. Well, look. You are officially way past up to your neck in bullshit. It's not worth the cost of entry.
What's not worth
Feel
the
free-
cost of entry? I don't even know what you're talking about, man.
Murder. You go ahead, Al.
Do you remember those halflings that lost their heads?
Yeah, because you
That
killed
was-
them.
No, because they were demons.
Why?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Vargwheels.
about?
They were Vargwheels.
Yeah, you said that before. I don't know what that means. All
As it
right.
turns out, that's a type of demon, and
Yeah,
that's what they were.
Who cares?
So the demon is just a head, and what they do is that they infest your face and skull, eat it, and remove the head entirely, and then take control of your body.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care what happened to them. I don't care that they were demons. I don't care if you're a demon. I just want to get the job done and leave. Okay? Get the job done and leave. It just happens to be a happy side effect of this job that everybody might get paid a little bit more. All right? Because the conditions in the mills are bullshit. Okay? Like, I don't really care because F these people and their stupid backwater town. But frankly, they are getting treated like shit out there. So it's just like a happy moral high ground I get to keep while at the same time making enough money that I don't care. So what do you want from me? All right?
Well, one, knock it off with the fucking riots.
That might be more difficult than you think. People are fucking pissed out there, man.
You're saying you want to black bag him?
Oh,
Al,
don't
is
do that. That's just going to make people more mad.
Yeah, I
Well,
kind of agree.
I do think black bagging would be a bad idea, but still not opposed to having this conversation on the balcony, real loud like.
Honestly, we're in each other's confidences now, Murner. You could do us a favor and change the town's opinion on its, ATEC member guests while we're here trying to save literally all of their lives. I don't particularly care if the Cloth Guild... Was it Cloth Guild, Casey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll lean over to Al. Is the Cloth Guild... Are they, what kind of... Are they equitable? Are they going to pay them more? Are they good? No. Bad.
Casey, you
Clearly
know...
unethical.
You know that the Cloth Guild is probably going to give them an inch and take a mile.
Okay.
It's going to be like, you know what, guys? Have a 10% pay increase.
For 4 months.
Right. And then, inflation. Had to
Gotcha.
reevaluate costs.
So, when do you get to leave, Murner? When is this job over for you?
The job's over when the fucking what originally the job it was Dubois, get Dubois out of the way because Bogart and the Cloth Guild had kind of an understanding, but I was just told, get somebody out of the way, and they were half and half. Those two are out of the way. My job's almost done. It's this close, and then I just need somebody to swoop in. An agent of the Cloth Guild's going to swoop in a couple of days, and they're going to smooth over the situation, take control of the. Your guys are in on it. Like, why are you even having this conversation? Like, you guys don't know.
We are not in on it.
You guys are in
Yeah.
on it. Come on.
No, we're really not.
How could you guys come on.
Not all
What?
government employees are corrupt.
Okay. Well,
Wait, you're under a truth spell. Can you really say that? Just kidding.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
kidding.
That's a true
Yeah, that's
statement.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Werner kind of chuckles. He's like, okay, yeah. The Agricultural Tax Extension Committee has to approve this trade, man. Like, you think that you guys aren't in on it? Okay.
How much does a mill cost?
More
just
than you can
imagine
afford. Well,
Nave,
maybe not
like,
you. More than he can
In
afford.
my head, Kyle Nave has to cover his mouth because he's under the truth spell, and well, I guess you don't have to say anyway. Never mind. You've been under the truth spell before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About what? What are you saying that I shouldn't have said?
No. You didn't say anything wrong, but just
No.
like you're the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee. You have to sign off on this, and it's like, oh shit, we're real close to being unearthed
But we
as
are
not
the
ATAC, but we
Agricultural
are ATAC.
Committee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That
We
is
just
not a
have
false statement.
It is
added
not.
levels. That's true.
What I
Um,
do wonder is what the security guard outside would think of this conversation.
Why would he find out?
Well, he
I
could be
don't-
invited in.
Listen, I don't think your bosses want this getting out any more than my bosses want it getting out.
Which of our bosses are you talking about?
How the fuck should I know, man? I'm middle management. I'm
How
just
do you know
saying that the Ministry of Compliance, somebody in the tax bureau has got to sign off on all this ridiculous bullshit. All right?
all right. Well, Myrner, you keep doing your job, and you can help us out by making sure that the folks here have a better opinion of us and don't interfere with us doing our jobs, because
I don't even know what your job is. I thought that you already did your job. Why are you still here making my life miserable?
because of the demonic corruption in the town of MILLWATER. We've talked about it a few times.
But you're a taxman. Who cares? That's a church matter, isn't it? Like, don't you talk to the church people about that? Like,
There are a lot of
hey,
aspects
Mr.
to ATAC.
Paladin, like, go do a thing, slay a demon, oorah, praise the light.
Yeah, that's
None of you,
part of it.
none of you really strike me as praise the light folks. No offense to the pretty tiefling lady, but her vibes are very confusing.
Murder.
Yeah.
When the shit hits the fan,
Uh-huh.
I hope you get eaten by demons.
Well,
And I just walk out.
And he just walks out. Okay.
Well, I hope. Damn it! I had something. I'm gonna remember it tomorrow in the shower. It's gonna make me so mad.
All right. Good day, Myrna. And I guess we leave. Well, that was revelatory. That was not what I expected to come from that conversation. Good job, Al. Good job.
I was gonna say it's past 8:30.
Oh, it's definitely bedtime.
Yep.
So,
All right,
if
that's a
this
good
is-
place to stop it. All right, cool. Good game, everybody.
Oh,
6
Yeah.
level up!
Don't level up.
level.
No.
Aww.
Aw.
Aww.
All right. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I'm going to end the